All right, y'all. We in the building. Roll the intro.
Another one. It's another one. And another.
What's poppin', y'all? We are back with another video. If this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now. You ain't doing nothing else. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Make sure that after you subscribe to the channel, right, you like the video. Super important. Like the video so it can get to who it needs to get to. I appreciate that so much, y'all. And then make sure you turn the notification bell on, because why wouldn't you want to be notified when a new video is up? Like, come on now. Be for real. So, y'all. So we gotta talk about so we know that the Trump incident happened. And so y'all know we really don't talk about like politics like that. Or this isn't even like a political video, honestly. But y'all know we really don't get into like the minutia of like stuff like this, like politics and things like that. I don't think I've ever discussed Donald Trump on my channel, but this is something that's really important, and I thought it was important for us to go ahead and discuss it. And I think I remember telling y'all, I did tell y'all, I'm very well versed in other topics as well. You know, I just don't talk about, you know, the commentary that I've been doing. I can talk about any topic and I can flow in any pocket. Oh yes, he's very, you know, he's sharp with the tongue. He's quick with it. You know, I'm very diverse in my topics that I can talk about. It's just that when I do videos about other things, it doesn't get as much, you know, engagement as the videos that I do about like the female rap commentary and then pop culture things like that. But y'all, so we got Donald Trump here. So I was actually unaware. Donald Trump, this incident happened on, I can't even remember what day it happened on. I think it happened Saturday, this past Saturday. I can't remember. That's not important. But it happened a couple days ago, and I didn't even know that it happened because I was working. And it was really when I realized that it had happened when I had got up and I saw it on a blog, and I think I was probably like a day or two late, but I was working. And so let's just talk about Trump, though. Let's talk about the Trump aspect of it all. So first, I want to start with Trump. So we know that Trump was the president and everything, and you know, during his tenure in the White House, he was favorable to some and, you know, not favorable to most. But the argument here is that people are saying that Trump is going to win the election, or Trump should not be able to go ahead and participate in the election because of the case he has when he is a felon now, you know. And then but that's a part of all this video, so it'll all encompass. But let's touch on this part first. So there was an attempt, I don't even want to say the word because I don't want them to flag the video, on Trump. This is that picture that you're seeing here. That is him after the attempt when Secret Service tried to get him down. He said, wait. And he had that on his face, the blue on his face, and he's like, you know. So here's my thoughts on so do I think that, so although I do not like Trump, so I'm not a Trump supporter. I want to make this very clear. I look at things, and if you have always been watching my channel, I don't know, I just have a hard jaw. I look at things where I'm like, okay, I don't like Trump and I don't support what he stands for. However, I don't think that, you know, someone trying to assassinate him is correct. I don't think that's the way to go about it or whatever. And I was like, dang, like I didn't know it was like really like that serious or whatever for y'all to try to do that to him, whatever. And so, but then my other mind starts kicking in because y'all know I'm a realist. I'm like, you mean to tell me that the Secret Service scaled every part of that? They get their days before and stuff like that, and they didn't, like, how did this even happen? Like, this isn't the 40s or the 50s where, you know, things like this are able to happen and it's not that much. We got all this technology. I would imagine that they're using like drones and stuff to scan the area and scan the sky. I mean, this is, you know, well, he's not the president, but he was the president. You know, and so when you are the president and when your tenure as the president is up, you get Secret Service protection for life. Okay. And so yeah, I was a little confused. But nonetheless, I don't think that that deserves to I didn't want that to happen, you know, because I just have a heart. I just think like this is someone's husband. He has children. And although he may not be as compassionate toward others, that's just how I am. I feel like, you know, God would want me no matter how much he is not a compassionate person toward others, even us. Hello. I'm still gonna. I don't know how to do nothing but just show love and compassion for, you know, someone that was about to be assassinated. You know, I want to watch what I say too, but do I like Trump? No, I don't, honestly. And so, some people are saying this is like a publicity stunt or whatever. I don't know. I can't really call it, but like I told y'all, it did seem a little fishy. But the other piece of this is that Biden, now people are saying that Biden should go ahead and hang it up. And here's the thing. I'm voting for Joe Biden, even if Joe Biden was on his deathbed, before I vote for Trump. That's just me. You know, Joe Biden, he could slur in speech. He could have memory loss. He can have a hearing aid. He can have bifocals. He could be willing it. I'm voting for Joe Biden before I vote for Donald Trump, you know? And so I think with this election, y'all, that's coming up and everything, I think that it's more so going to be a thing where it's more so going to be a thing where people are going to be voting really based off of emotion, and some may vote based off truth. Honestly, that's really what it comes down to. You got to be able to differentiate what is the truth of everything. And you know, I feel like a lot of people aren't going to vote either. I really do think so. I think a lot of people are not going to vote, and the reason being is because what I've been hearing, and I can only go off of what I've been hearing from my peers and the people around me and stuff like that, that they're like both candidates are so they're like, we're kind of damned if we do, damned if we don't. And y'all, I had a friend call me the other day. My friend Derek, a really, really good friend of mine. I'm actually in his wedding. He's getting married next March. It's in Mexico. Hey, you know, but I'm in his wedding and everything, and I could say he white, you know. So if y'all ever see me do this, so I had to come up with a code, y'all, because when I was working in corporate, I had to come up with a code because, you know, you don't want to be like, oh, because I'm black or because she white. So when something was fishy going on, you like, oh, they only doing that to the black people. We had to be like, and I shouldn't say I came up with that. I got that from Wendy Williams. So anybody who know me, I love Wendy Williams, live for her. You know, I be feeling like I'm her, a piece of her, when I get on this microphone. But she used to be like, and so y'all, this me, and this me, black people. So if you ever see me do this, that mean that. So anyway, my friend Derek, back to the story, my friend Derek but the thing about it is, we're really good friends. We met in college, so we've been friends for about 10 years, about 8 or 9 years now. Good friends. You know, I'm in his wedding and everything. We grew up completely different prior to Derek really meeting us, a group of black, because there's some other black guys in our friend group too. He hadn't really like spent a whole lot of time around like black people and stuff like that, but he was always real cool, and he always respected us as, you know, black men. He never offended us. He never made me feel weird about anything. And so he called me and he said, well, I'm calling you. He was like, I just want to get your opinion on, like, what do you think about this whole Trump thing? And, you know, Derek was really kind of like, you know, he's like, what do you think? Like, they really tried to kill him? Da, 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 da. Now, Derek's parents are huge Trump supporters. You understand? And so I met his parents before, prior to me knowing that they were Trump supporters, and they were really, really nice. And then after I knew that they were Trump supporters, I met them again. And so in my head, I had always thought that Trump supporters were all of them were, and all of them kind of like hated, you know. And so when I ended up meeting them, it was none of the sort. You know, they were super cool. I had spent the 4th of July with them a couple years ago. And I mean, we kicked it. And you could tell, honestly, y'all, I could pick up on fake. When they fake, I could pick up on a fake. Parents were so genuine, hugging me and stuff. And just really just like loving up on me and made me feel very welcome. But they were huge Trump supporters. So it kind of messed my head up a little bit. And this is about maybe 3 or 4 years ago now. But back then, it messed my head up because I'm thinking all Trump supporters are. And so I'm like, hold on. And when I tell you these were the nicest people, and so what it did was it allowed me to get outside of that box because of what I was hearing around me and be like, no, that may not be true. Although, however, comma, and this is what I will say. I think that Trump is, because he's done some things. However, it made me think like, wait, they can't, they have to be, because they're supporting it seemed like a no-brainer to me. And honestly, maybe it still is, honestly, but I can only go off of how they made me feel when I was around them. And that wasn't my experience. That just wasn't my experience. So I say all this, I tell that story to open up the minds of people that maybe all Trump supporters aren't, you know. And I had the opportunity of meeting them, and they treated me like family. Like I told y'all, hugs, food, the whole nine. So yeah, that's why I wanted to tell that story too, because, you know, I think we should all be kind to people, no matter who they decide to, which way they decide to swing, left or right, in this election and everything, because at the end of the day, we are people. But another thing, back to the story with my friend Derek. So he called me and he was telling me about this. You know, he was wanting to pick my brain. And in a nutshell, y'all, to sum up the conversation, what I had told him, I said, you know, Derek, no matter which candidate we vote for, we are in bad shape. It's scary. I said, however, for me, and I hate to sound cliche, I said, I don't put too much energy into politics and things like that, like even the elections and stuff like that. Although, you know, it's my civil duty, civil or civic, one of the words, y'all know what I mean. It's my duty to go ahead and vote. You know what I mean? And I take voting very serious. The reason being is because, you know, y'all know I'm a black man, and for so long we weren't allowed to vote, you know, and then, you know, one point women weren't allowed to vote and stuff like that. So it's like, I really take that, like, we should do that because the people before us are, you know, our ancestors and things, they fought for us to be able to vote. And so I do know that there are a lot of people who aren't voting, and I'm not judging them, that's their choice and everything like that. But our vote do count. It does count. And even if, you know, we don't really care for both of the candidates, because I really don't care for both. However, I'm going to choose the greater one. So I would choose, you know, Biden, you know, so I'm going to vote for Biden over Trump, like I told y'all. And so I told him, I said, you know, I don't get too wrapped up into the politics. I said, because at the end of the day, I trust God. All this stuff is, God knows what is going to happen before we even know. So what's the point of me, you know, getting put I'm all in a tizzy because, oh my God, you know, the world is coming, oh my God, and all this. And let's just say if Trump did win or whatever, oh my God, like, what am I over here like, oh, the gas is going up, the food is going up, all this stuff. God is in control either way. And that's why I want to do this video too, because if you are someone, you support me and my channel, or I know this video may get to other people who who might support Trump or may not, you know, or you doing your research. I want to encourage you to trust God, because at the end of the day, God is in control. And that's not a, you know, I guess an excuse or a scapegoat for you to not care about what's going on or anything like that. But do not let this stuff with these people and these elections and stuff. Don't let this be the only thing on your brain. Don't let this worry you, because there are people out there who this is all they think about. They literally get up in the morning and they go search, Google Donald Trump name or Joe Biden's name to see what the latest is on everything. I'm here to tell you, whatever's going to happen is going to happen because it's already been written. God has already, he knows times and places. It's already been ordained. The steps have already been ordered. Whether Trump is going to win or Biden's going to win, God's will is going to be, it's going to be executed. So when you, and then I want to say that because I feel like sometimes we live in the hustle bustle of real life, and you know, we so busy and stuff, and we can forget almost like, hello, like we are only here as vessels. Like God has already, he knows what's going to happen. We just have to make sure we're doing what we have to do while we're here and everything. But you can't spend time worried about, you know, this and letting it really wreck your brain. All you could do is your part. That's all you can do is your part. And if that is, you know, maybe supporting either other party, then you could do that, become educated. But don't let this stuff consume your life, because in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing that we could do about it. It's nothing that we can do, because God's will be done. So, and I don't mean to get preachy or churchy on y'all, but you know, like I believe in God, so it's like, you know, that's who I lean on. And you know, in my times where I may feel uncertain, so I really wanted to do this video to let y'all know what I think about the whole Trump situation. And if you are worried, stop all that stressing. You're good. You know what I mean? So. That's all I got to say on that. Again, y'all know we don't really dive into politics. If you was looking for a deep dive on Donald Trump, or you looking for me to go ahead and say, oh, he's this, he's that, the third, I'm not doing that, because it's just not even worth my energy. I already told y'all how I feel. If Joe Biden was on his deathbed, I'm still voting for him over Trump. You understand? So let me know what y'all think about this video. If you are new to the channel and this is your first video that you're watching of me, hey, you know, welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome. Grab you a seat. It's some snacks over there. Make sure you get you a bottle of water. And come on in. Subscribe to the channel. We do interesting content all the time. But that's all I got for y'all. So I'll catch y'all on the next video.